A random card is chosen and placed back into the deck. The magician is then instantly able to tell the audience member what their card is. Easy to perform, no sleight of hand. Want to learn how? Keep watching. Hey, welcome to Quantum Magic Lab. My name's Kevin Quantum and I am a magician scientist hybrid. Every day I'll be teaching a new magic trick, sometimes easy, sometimes difficult, but always amazing for your audiences and with easy to find objects, most of which you'll already have in your house. I'll not just be telling you how this works, but also the real secrets of why this works. I'm a magician scientist hybrid after all. I really need your feedback to make these better, so remember to comment below. Tell me if you like it, tell me if you don't like it, but most importantly, tell me why, so then I can improve this. So please subscribe just here. I do these every day. This is just so you do not miss out on any future content. All right, let's do this. Okay, so let's give this one a quick performance. You need a pack of cards for this one and a person to help. So you're going to do this on a person. I want you to reach in for me, please, Olivia. This is Olivia Quantum, unless you've not met. She's my helper on a lot of these. Have a look at the card. Remember the card. Don't show me, but show the camera. Hold it up nice and still so the camera can see. I'll look away. Good girl. Now put it back in for me wherever you want. Put it back in. Excellent. Now just think of your card. Don't change your mind. That goes all the way in there. It's not sticking out. You can see that. Think of your card. Look at me. Is it a red card? A diamond? Is it the 10 of diamonds?
No.
Yes, it is.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yes, it is. Let's have a look. Yes, it was a 10 of diamonds. You're great at these, aren't you, Olivia? Okay, rule number 1. Always make sure the audience member remembers the card that they've chosen. That's a very important one. This will happen to you as well. So always be confident in your predictions. Let's try that one again. We'll try that one again. Again, Olivia, please don't mind reaching for me. Take a card out. I don't want to see it. Take one out. I don't want to see it. Have a look. Have a look. Oh, she's going right at the bottom. Right at the bottom. Don't show me it. Don't show me it. Have a look. Remember it. Show the camera as well. Show the camera. Hold it up still. Excellent. I'm going to look round. Don't show me. Put it back in for me. There we go, all the way back in. Don't change your mind, don't think your mind, just think of your card. Look at me, look at me. Is it a black card?
Yeah.
Is it a middle number? Is it a 5, a black 5? The 5 of spades? Yes, it was, okay. Really got to teach you how the cards are named first. So quick lesson, if you've never played with cards before, they have 4 different kinds of cards. Spades, that's these ones here. These ones are called clubs. These ones are called diamonds. These ones are called hearts. Now hearts and diamonds, usually they're quite easy to remember. The spades are the ones with the one bit and the little handle. It looks like a small trowel, a spade that you use in the garden. And the clubs, well, those are the only ones that are left, but they're meant to resemble a club that you would, I guess, beat someone over the head with in olden days. So we've got spades, we've got clubs, we've got diamonds, and we've got hearts. Those are the 4 different cards. Shall we do this one once more? Because this is a trick you can do over and over again and it still gets great responses from the audience whenever you do it. So try again, take another one for me, take another one, take another one. Go for it, have a look, remember, I don't want to see it. Have you got it? Put it back in. Oh, show the camera, show the camera. Have you got it? Put it back in wherever you want, put it back in. In there. There we are. Square them up. Again, it does not stick out at all. Think of your card, don't change your mind. Is it the 2 of diamonds?
Yeah.
Yes, again, that's 3 times in a row. Very cool card trick. This is one of the first ones I learned, and the secret is something pretty special because it is so elegant and it's one that you don't need much to be able to perform in terms of skill. However, if you have learned the card fan that I taught you a few lessons back, then that will come in real handy. So how does this one work? Well, there is a bit of sneaky preparation involved in this one, and that is this. You have to get the cards, and I'll spread them this way so you can see them quickly up. And you have to get the cards and do it so that you have all your red cards in one part and all your black cards in the other half. Now what you're going to do is get someone to choose a card from one half and then put it back in the other half, or choose from this half and put it back in that half. So let's say, for instance, face up, someone chooses this card here, the magician doesn't see it, they have a look, they remember the 8 of hearts, they put it back in there, so when the deck is then closed up, you can go through really quickly and see that red 8, that 8 of hearts there. Really fast, and you know that's the only one that's out of position, so you know that must be the card they chose. So let me show you again how that works now that you know the secret. So all I'm going to do is spread the top half, maybe the top 10 or 15 cards, and get them to take a card. When they are looking at the cards, I'm going to now spread a bit more till I'm at the bottom half, and I'm going to spread the bottom cards. I'm going to ask them to put it back in wherever they want. They put it back in. I square the cards up. That means I get rid of all the cards that are sticking out, so it's nice and tidy. And it's almost impossible now for me to find this card, but I want you to think of it. And when you ask them to think of the card, I want you to think of the card. It's at that point you spread through really quickly and find out the card that's different. So for me, I'm just pushing the cards across from one hand into another. I see the red 7, and then I know that that is the card that has been chosen. So I think to start with, what you're going to try and do is always get them to choose one from the top and then put it back in the bottom. So choose another one for me. That one there, have a look, remember it. Show the camera quickly if you want as well. Put it back in the bottom. So they're now putting it back in there. So that is one card that's red in the black section. I close it all up. I spin it round, I say think of your card, don't forget it. And as they're thinking of the card, I go through till I see that one card that's different. Very quickly, I know it's a red card, I know it's a heart. Look at me, it's a high number card, isn't it? Is it the 10 of hearts? Shut up. I've done it again. This is a trick that will fool magicians if you do it well enough, because the secret is so simple that it sometimes gets passed over as a really, really easy trick. But actually it's not. It's one of the most deceptive card tricks you can do, and you can do it over and over again. You just have to make sure that you never show your audience that the cards are already in red and black format, because that will ruin the surprise. Now, there's a few things to go over in this one. First of all, what happens if they take one from the bottom half? Well, if they take one from the bottom half, let me just quickly fix the one card that was different. So just say, for instance, you're spread through the cards and you're like, no, I don't want one from here. I want one from all the way down here. Well, give them one from there. Take one out for me. Have a look, remember it, and just say stop for me whenever you want.
Stop.
So you go through slowly and ask them to put it back in, and again you square it all up. They can see it go all the way in just like that. And this time when you're spreading through, you know it's now going to be a black card in the red half, so you don't start from this bit and go through all of these cards, so that'll take a long time. You just instantly start at the red half and go through there really quickly, and again you see the 2 of spades and you've worked out what it is. Now if you have learned the card fan, you can do this even faster. If you've learned the card fan from a few lessons back, all you have to do is a big fan like that, and you can instantly see that one black card that's out of place right there. And now because I know cards really well, even just by seeing half the card I can tell that's a 2 of spades, just like that. So let me perform it with the card fan. So Olivia, if you don't mind, can you take a card for me please? Go for it. Oh, one from the bottom, there we are, take one out, that's it. Have a look, remember it? No, just the one, just the one. Have a look, remember it? Have you got it? You've done so good. Put it back in for me. Excellent work. Now remember your card, don't forget it. Have you got it? Just remember it in your head. Excellent work. So it's a black card. I think it's a 7, am I right? 7 of spades?
Yeah.
7 of spades. Now what I saw there is when I found the card, that's what I saw there. I saw that one black card and a sea of red, so I instantly knew that that was going to be her cards. And no one would ever think that just by doing that you'd be able to work out what the card is. So again, if you've practiced your fan, this is one of the reasons I taught you early in the lessons, you can do it even faster. But if you can't, it's still perfectly fine to do this. But always remember to ask that question. Remember your card, visualize it in your head, don't forget it. Because when you tell them those instructions, remember your card, imagine it in your head, don't forget it. Those 3 statements make them forget that you are doing this, because they've got something else now to focus on, and that helps them forget. So, I think that's everything for this one. Really powerful card trick. One of the first ones I ever learned. Definitely worth practicing again 19 times. And remember, like all good magicians, keep the secrets. Don't share them round. It's important that when you learn how to do these, that you practice them hard and then you amaze people. But keep the secrets to yourself, because that's what all good magicians have to do. All good, Olivia? Anything to add?
Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching. I never say that. Thank you very much for watching. Oh, and one last thing, a big shout out for Rex. Rex is someone we were out for a walk earlier today, weren't we, Olivia? And Rex was a young lad, I think in primary 1, and he'd been watching all the videos since day 1. And he said he recognised me, he said hello, and he asked me if I could shout out. So big shout out to Rex. And by the way, if there's anyone else who's been watching this and wants a shout out as well in one of the future videos, let me know. Comment down below this video. Tell me your top 3 magic tricks that you've learned so far from watching the videos, and tell me your name and I'll do a shout out for you in the next video. Sound good? Yeah, sound good? Excellent. Alright, let's do this. Have a nice weekend. It's Easter Sunday for me, so take it easy, all the best. Enjoy your happy Easter. Bye bye, see you later. Excellent. So the science bit on this one is all to do with colour. Because we have the 2 contrasting colours, or a shade certainly, and a colour, we have red over here and black over here, and the human eye is really good at recognising colours. It's one of the ways that we can tell, I guess, when we were first developing what was good to eat and what was bad to eat. But we can see lots of different colours. The rainbow is probably the best way to look at this. When you go to high school, you learn usually a phrase that helps you remember all of the colours in the rainbow. Mine was Richard of York gave battle in vain. Red, orange, yellow, blue, indigo, violet, yellow, York, green, blue, indigo, violet. That's all 7 of them. These are the 7 colours of the visual colour spectrum. Now we can tell the difference between red and blue. Most of us can anyway, unless you're colourblind. Sometimes that affects what you're able to see. Normally if you're a guy, it usually affects men if you can't see reds or blacks. But we can tell the difference between this colour here, which is red, and this colour here, which is black. Or this shade, which is black. Black's not really a colour. And being able to do that allows us to be able to make this trick work. There's only 2 colours, or a shade and a colour in a pack of card. When I say the black's a shade, usually all the colours between white and black are considered shades rather than colours. It's only the ones that I listed earlier, the red, orange, green, blue, indigo, violet colours. Those are the ones that are considered colours. And then sometimes when you get to upper high school or even university, you'll learn that there's actually more colours as well. So the sun, for instance, the heat from the sun that warms you essentially gives you your suntan when you go on holiday. I'm in Scotland, so usually you have to go on holiday to get that. That's a different type of light that we can't see, called ultraviolet. I think it was Newton who, don't quote me on this, I think it was a scientist called Newton who lived hundreds of years ago in the UK who discovered that. Anyway, that's the science behind this one. Our ability to be able to recognise colours allows us to be able to see a black card in amongst a red card and then tell the difference really quickly. And if we weren't able to do that, this trick just wouldn't work. Alright, thanks so much for watching Quantum Magic Lab. Tomorrow is a special lesson because I promised on lesson number 1, if we got to over 1,000 views, which we absolutely smashed, I think we're over 2,000 views for that first lesson, with the elastic bands, I would give you a follow-up lesson on different ways of making that elastic band magic work. Tomorrow is that lesson, so get your elastic bands handy, get some sellotape, get 2 elastic bands, I think, is there anything else you need? Get at least 2 elastic bands and some sellotape, and I will teach you some really amazing additions to the elastic band trick that I taught in lesson 1. Thank you so much for joining us for Quantum Magic Lab. Remember to subscribe just down there. I think that's where it's going to be. I'll try and make it so it's there. And also, as always, leave your feedback, leave comments below. I really appreciate it, especially if you want a shout out. Leave your top 3 tricks and your name, and I will shout out you in the next episode as soon as I'm recording these. Alright, take it easy, have a great Easter, all the best. See you later for Quantum Magic Lab.